our good friend, the latest PlayStation controller, DualSense wireless controller. And, you know, PlayStation's controllers are so good. PlayStation's controllers are so good that they're newsworthy, man. Whenever they talk about their new controller, everybody loses it. So, should you buy the new PlayStation DualSense wireless controller? And the answer is yes. Namely because PlayStation, every time they come out with another generation of controller, it's usually the best controller on the market within that price point. What am I talking about? Take a look at this new beautiful design. I mean, this is one of the most beautiful controllers I've ever seen. Beautiful white finish with the black contrast on there. Tons of new features, solid build quality. 2 thumbsticks right there in the center with the nice grippies on them, which is really, really great. And it's got a bunch of new features. This controller has a bunch of new features that you may not be aware of. So let's talk about some of those features. All right. So one thing that's really awesome about this particular controller is that it's got haptic feedback. So what does that mean? It's got next level haptic feedback. So whenever you're holding the controller in your hands, it's going to give you physical vibrations and feedback with dual actuators. So it has not just one vibration thing in it, basically. It has 2 to give you more accurate feedback left versus right. Gets you more in the game, essentially, with that. And it is replacing the traditional rumble motors, the old school motors. So this is new tech with this. It's got adaptive triggers. So depending on how hard you press down the buttons on this controller, like the triggers on the top of the controller up here, these guys up here, depending on how hard you press that down, it will do different functions. So what does that mean? That just means more immersive gameplay, essentially. That just means that you have more control over what's going on in your game, and you don't have to you don't just press and then something happens. You press slightly, maybe it happens a little. You press all the way, maybe it happens a lot, which is really, really interesting, especially for like driving games. So if you press the brakes a little, it brakes a little. You press the brakes real hard, it brakes really hard. It's kind of a cool, interesting kind of upgrade to your experience, right? So that's something that I really like about this product. It's also got a built-in microphone. So where is that? Right here on the PlayStation controller, it's got a built-in microphone, so you can do chat with other people built in, which is really, really awesome. And it's got a built-in microphone and headset jack. So you can plug in on the jack on the bottom of the controller, do the wired situation down here. Oh, I'm sorry, the microphone's down here. Sorry about that, guys. Microphone's here, and then what I was showing you earlier was actually the speaker right up here. And so you can do wired microphone on this and wired headset, plug it into the bottom, and then you can have a high quality headset on, and you can be doing voice chat while you're in game, which is absolutely fantastic. And those are 3.5 millimeter jacks. So we're talking about the regular everyday headphone jacks is what we're talking about here, which is really cool. And you can do voice capture with it, which is cool. In order to voice chat with people, you will need to have a PlayStation Network account. But really interesting news happened here with PlayStation. They just announced, for those of you that are on Discord, let me take a drink of water, I'll finish that thought. For those of you that are on Discord, PlayStation will now have Discord starting in 2022. So if you're already on Discord, you like to voice chat with people on Discord, boom, pop in your headset into your PlayStation controller. You're now talking to people on Discord using the DualSense controller, which is really great. Arguably, this is the best controller ever made. You could make a strong argument for that. So if you're looking to pick up an extra controller, this is the way to go here, guys. PlayStation DualSense controllers are no joke, baby. Love PlayStation DualSense controllers.